Hey yo, it's Popperazzi Platinum Plus Pole, aka $100,000 bail, no jail, $100,000 watch, just watch. And you're now politicking with Popperazzi. Today, we doing episode 2. In episode 2, we politicking about how all this money shit we doing is gonna stop if Diddy go down, man. I know a lot of y'all see these allegations, and I know a lot of y'all think that this is a good time to take your little shots or make jokes about somebody's legal situation, but in all actuality, y'all only adding to your own destruction. And let me tell you why. So, God forbid if any of these allegations are true, right? And let's say Diddy gets locked up, federally indicted. So they done took their phones, they done took everything. So anybody that's involved with it is going down, which means if all these rumors is true, then the rumors since hip hop started is true. When you talk about the Africa Bambatas, and you talk about all the pioneers, Russell Simmons, all these people that there was allegations about this kind of activity going on in hip hop since hip hop has begun. And Diddy is also somebody who's been around fairly long enough, primarily at the beginning of when hip hop started. So if they get Diddy, everybody goes down with Diddy, which means 95% of the music industry is going to jail. Because everybody, even at smaller scales, experience people who do these type of things. Like when you're working in a strip club and a certain promoter that bring money in want to fuck you so you could work there, or tell you, oh, if you don't fuck them, you can't work there. All these type of victims is going to come forward. Everybody going to see what type of money they could get from it. And it's going to be lawsuits all over the world for everything that everybody did in a time in the music industry. Every time you did anything that people feel like they can make money off of telling that story, you're going to get sued. So if everybody gets sued and everybody gets indicted and everybody goes to jail, like I said, 95% of the music industry will go to jail, which means all major labels will probably be shut down. Everybody will be shelved. It won't be no budgets, right? So everybody has to go independent. And when everybody goes independent, that means everybody got to hit the streets again. And with the enhancement with the police in New York City and in other areas that's super dangerous in the country, it's going to be chaotic, and it's going to be back to the drug game. It's going to be back to the scam game. It's going to be back to the robbing game. It's going to be back to what everybody know as being black people growing up in these areas, because there's no more music industry. There's no more big budgets. There's no more money, right? So with that being said, the world's going to be worse. And I'm not saying that anything that I'm hearing in these allegations is something that anybody should get away with. I'm not saying that we should not be okay with somebody being prosecuted for doing crime, but also you want to take a step back and say to yourself, how will this affect your livelihood as a black person trying to be an entrepreneur? How is it going to affect you as a black person trying to be a rapper, a music mogul? All these things that Diddy brings to hip hop, that he brung to hip hop, the opportunities that he brings to people, all those connections will be gone. Everybody's gonna ghost him. Everybody's gonna not want to be involved with nothing. Everybody gonna kind of like try to keep their nose clean for like the next at least 5 years. So that's 5 years that's gonna feel like it felt when COVID hit. Everybody's gonna be trying to do everything else to make money, because it ain't gonna be no money in the music industry if everybody goes to jail. So when y'all making these memes and y'all making these jokes, and if you got a personal problem with Diddy, then, who am I to tell you not to take your shots? But laughing at a man when he's in a bad situation or kicking a man when it's down is not always called for. And in certain situations, you gotta think about the bigger picture. Like, think about if these allegations are proven to not being true and Diddy's a free man, how that's gonna affect you. If you were somebody who was antagonizing him or trying to be a person who adds to the obvious, that's already crazy. Think about the kind of power that Diddy does have. And if Diddy gets away with this, what are you gonna do to the people who's trying to be a Diddy one day? Think he not gonna blackball you? Probably. If that's your bread and butter and that's how you make your money, then you wanna just mind your business. Because if you catch a foul case, if somebody tells a lie on you, you're gonna want us to have sympathy for you until you're proven guilty. And even sometimes being proven guilty, they'll still scream, "Oh no, they lied on me." We've seen Tupac go to jail for rape. We've seen a lot of people get prosecuted for crimes in the music industry, and we've seen how it affected their life and the people. We've seen how people reacted when Tupac passed away. So a lot of people probably was hating on him and was mad because he fucked a girl or whatever the problem was. He was out here stunting, showing off his jewelry and shit, right? But when he died, it hurt everybody, and it made everybody know that life is not a game. So when y'all think about these situations, y'all gotta think real deep. Y'all gotta think real, real deep. And I want to be the first to come with my experiences with Diddy, all the encounters that I had with Diddy in life, which were quite a few. And I'm gonna share one experience with y'all today. So I think it was 2016 or maybe 2017. Me and Cardi was in Miami to host Revolt for the weekend. I think it was like a festival, like some type of Revolt festival for the weekend where Cardi was performing and hosting a lot of parties and doing appearances, et cetera, et cetera. So we flew to Miami, and while we was in Miami taking care of business, I believe that Cardi had got a call, or maybe Shaft or whoever, somebody, I don't know how it happened, but I know that it was a particular time during this ceremonial weekend that we had to dress in all black and we had to make an appearance at Diddy's house. Well, not we, but she had to be there. We went with her. And I think it was one of the houses that actually got raided, the Miami one. If that's the one that got like the glass tiles with the water under it, where you could like slip and fall when you're walking towards the back of the house, then that's one of the houses that got raided. And when I got to the crib, I believe the beautiful black woman that I seen outside was Diddy's mom. She was like sitting outside, like in like a porch type patio area, not really like the backyard, but like right outside the house kinda. And she was beautiful. Shout outs to her. Her spirit was very welcoming. We was welcomed in the home and we sat at the table. I remember just chilling, just kind of like admiring the whole place, like just, the little area that I was in. I was admiring it. And I just remember seeing like a lot of different Ciroc bottles with flavors that I never seen or taste before. I guess it was like testers, or like maybe he has the everything before it come out, obviously. So I got to taste a few flavors of Ciroc that I didn't even know exist, that probably still ain't even out yet. So my experience there was, it was dope. It wasn't what everybody be saying, like, oh, it's so crazy. Like, we was there for a few hours, and yeah, it was great. The food was great. The hospitality was great. I spoke to his sons. I already kind of knew them before that, so I kind of was just kicking it with them while Cardi was talking to Diddy, and they was conversing on whatever it is they was talking about, and I enjoyed myself. Like, I didn't feel pressured to do anything. He didn't even offer me a shot of liquor. Like, it was there. They kind of told me, like, if you want something, pour yourself a drink, or tell one of his assistants to help you if you need something. You want to go to the bathroom, whatever. So the stories that I'm hearing on the internet is kind of crazy, because I actually been to his house and I'm fine. I don't have any traumatic experience about being there. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It's like people was just happy to see Cardi. Like, that's what it looked like to me. It didn't really seem like it was a pressured situation, or she wasn't acting different, or like wasn't on like no drugs or nothing when we left. Like, it wasn't none of these crazy experiences that these people claim they had. I don't know. I ain't have that experience. So, yeah, man. Shouts to Diddy, man. Good luck with all of that, with all your legal troubles, and yeah, just hold your head, man. And that's kind of all I got to say about that. I really don't want to speak too much on the topic. If I was in his shoes, whether it was I hopped the train or I got caught with a gun or something, whatever it is, I wouldn't want anybody to be on the internet bashing me while I'm trying to prove my innocence, trying to provoke me to do any other behaviors that's gonna make me look worse than how they trying to paint me. So, shout outs to Diddy, good luck on your case. Shout outs to everybody in the music industry that kind of knows what's going on and know what I'm saying is true. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Diddy goes down for those kind of things, 95% of the industry is gonna go down for that. So connected. Protect your energy, man. That's the message for today. Protect your energy, man. Sometimes you gotta just put that phone down, you know what I mean, and live your life like a normal person, man. So you politic with Popperazzi today. Get your money up. Fury tight. Swagger right.